with both Fairl and strawberry milk.
That's messed up.
That's so messed up. Not a good way to start. Welcome back to the Choccy Milk Gang podcast, season 2, episode 15, the 17th overall episode of this podcast. We're going to be talking about music, our favorite artists and albums. It's going to be intense. You just got to love it. But, hey, we got another special guest. We got an Amherst-based special guest. We got Kirsten Pattison. Welcome to the program.
Hi, thanks for having us.
Yeah, we appreciate it. It's gonna be a good time. I know her from college over there at the university. Big fan of the university, and it's gonna be a good time. And we appreciate the opportunity to have this podcast today, and you just gotta love it. So it's Choccy Milk time. Who's going up first?
That made no sense. But yeah, Kirsten, do you want to go first?
Okay. So I went to Cumbies this morning, very tired. They had two options. They had Fairlife and True Moo.
Yeah, and we don't support Fairlife, so.
Here we go. Got some True Moo chocolate low-fat milk, 1%. I'm gonna pour it in a wine glass because we're classy here.
Love that.
Oh, love that.
Over in Puffton
Village Apartments.
Good pour.
We got dishwashers. It's very
good pour. We'll say that.
Yeah, thank you.
We should figure out what glass Choccy Milk is best drinking out of.
We make our own glasses.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, exciting. Honestly, great marketing.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, then, not very creamy. Definitely going to be probably around like a 5.2.
Ooh,
possibly.
That's tough.
That was a professional
definitely
rating. I'll say that.
I know you guys like using your decimals, so
yeah,
no scores.
Portnoy style.
Yeah, but definitely more on the lower end. Like it when it's a little more thick,
Gotta have thick
Respect.
milk.
Yes. Even though in the dining halls at UMass, too thick. You always have to add milk to it.
Hot take.
Really? We just reviewed Maple Line
Always
Farms, little UMass dining hall action. Gave it a 9-1. Do you
The
not think
ones
it's a
they had
9-1?
I think it's pretty up there. It's just
Okay.
too creamy. But they had the really good ones in like the dorms, like up in O Hill. Like they had like them in the vending machine. That stuff was good.
I forget what those are called. I would love to get one. I just don't remember what they're called.
Yeah.
Like, we can't go to the vending machines now, so it's a bummer.
Yeah. Rip.
Mm-hmm.
To dorm life.
Yeah. Who's next?
Yeah.
I mean, I could go quickly. I'm still rocking the Trader Joe's.
I respect it, yeah.
I've had it like every day since we last recorded. And honestly, I like it more than I did when I recorded it for some reason. I'm still giving Stews the edge by 0.1. Because this isn't as thick and creamy. But they both have great taste, unique taste, chocolate. There's one you can really taste the chocolate. Solid.
I think that's awesome.
It's like a 9.3 or 9.4. I don't know. Whatever it was last time.
Respect. I think he gave that a 9.4, and then he gave the Stews a 9.5.
Yeah, and then Promised Land sent a 9.7.
Promised Land is a 9.7. You just have to respect it.
Dude, on that note,
Oh my God.
Thank God for Mom and Dad, because they got like the huge one too.
Let's go.
The second container we've had this week. So I've been burning through it, but they keep getting more. Yeah, and I mean, we already reviewed it. I'll drink it again, but
yeah. I think we gave the low-fat one, I think the one you're having a 9.6, and then
it's just so good.
It's so good.
I'll admit, with a lot of like, reduced fat chocolate milks, it's like it's tough because you come around to them, but it's not as creamy, and like that's like half the game, but the flavor and the creaminess. This is already really creamy, even with like less milk or less fat or whatever it is, but the flavor is so good. Midnight chocolate, that's what it says on here. Midnight chocolate. I hate dark chocolate, and this is a great flavor. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it even has chocolate on it, on the packaging.
Chocolate milk. It's so good.
So good.
Like the only one that I ever had that was like too dark chocolatey. We tried it in the chalky milk review. It was some Belgian.
It's 100
thing.
subs so you can see it.
It's 100 subs, yeah. Tell your friends, tell your mom.
Tell your dad.
Everybody
Tell your
has
dog.
a mom. So everybody's mom should be subscribing.
Yeah.
And mom.
We should get subscribers in pairs of 2.
Mhm.
As Chima likes to say, shout out moms.
Yeah, shout out moms. You know, they're just great people.
Mm.
So you feel like that's a 9.6?
It's the same as usual, yeah.
Okay,
like
respect
9.5,
it.
9.6.
Definitely.
And then today I'm feeling a gold star.
Gold star.
That's today's mood, gold star.
little 2 thumbs up.
Exactly.
You have to respect it. So we're going with mine now.
Yeah.
We have a big chocolate milk review coming up
I'm
here.
excited.
So
special.
We always say at the end of our videos, like, you know, send us chocolate milk you want us to review. Give us some suggestions. And, you know, there were 3 people that, you know, came over to my household yesterday and just, you know, surprised me with a little oat milk. Oat milk. We gotta love it. It's Planet Oat Milk. Shout out Angelina Caggiano. She pulled up and just put it in my hands. It's exciting. You know, it's a great time. You know, I'm really looking forward to this. Kirsten also had something to do with this. We got
paid for it, you know, big deal.
Yeah, big deal. It's exciting, and you know, it's just a great time. We have Planet Oat Milk here, dark chocolate. It's actually an excellent source of calcium and vitamins A and D. So that's a big moment here. It's free from dairy, peanuts, gluten, soy, lactose, tree nuts, artificial flavors, artificial colors, and artificial preservatives. So it seems like a healthier vibe here. It's saying you have to keep it refrigerated and you can't freeze it, which is intense, I gotta say.
Weird.
But yeah, we got a little glass here. We're gonna do a little pour action, and you know we have this part, so we gotta just take that out.
It looks like that's good. I would want to try that. I would want to try it.
It's intense, and you sort of have to respect it.
Me and my
Look at
friend have
that.
been telling him for like 3 weeks to try it.
That is
we
a
were
dark
like, you
one.
need to
Wait,
rate
that's a
oat
really
milk.
tall glass, Sheila.
That's
Get
right.
the whole thing in camera.
Little UMass dining hall
Oh, yeah.
glass. I think my roommate stole it from the dining hall. Keep it a secret.
Gotta steal from the dining hall.
It is probably one of the darkest chocolate milks I have ever seen, and that's all right because we're just gonna dive right in. I can really just feel the oat vibe. It's intense.
She has like 3 adjectives to pick from.
Yeah, I sort of have like 4
Is it
vocab
intense,
words.
Chima? Is it intense? Do you respect it?
It's pretty intense, and you sort of do have to respect it. You know, it's definitely not the greatest chocolate milk I've ever had, but it is way better than pea protein. It is way better than almond milk. It is way better than all that other stuff. This is pretty good in terms of just like the healthy variety. Kirsten, who's the other person that came through? It was Rachel, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Wanted to give a shout out to her as well. You know, she pulled up. It was a pleasure meeting her. You know, this is some vibes. I'm just gonna say, you know, I'm feeling some iron vibes. It has 1.3 milligrams of iron, which is actually 8% of your daily value.
Do you feel stronger?
Yeah, I feel like I'm powerlifting. You know, shout out Ryan Gibbons, you know, our little power lifter over there at the fraternity, and you sort of just have to respect it. I feel like you have to give this above a 5 here because it's just the way they provide the health vibe, but also, you know, it doesn't taste bad. I'm going to have to give this a 5.4. This is not promised land, but this is easily the best healthy variety you can see right now.
The best non-dairy that you've had?
Yeah, best non-dairy. Big respect. You know, they gave me a good one. You know, I definitely got that dab bod working, so got to reduce it, and this is a great way to reduce it.
Is it creamy?
Also,
oh yeah, it's definitely more creamy than like other like other healthy varieties. It's definitely creamier than like almond milk and stuff like that, and like dairy free. So definitely have to respect the creaminess factor. It's pretty good.
Also, fun fact: oat milk is better for the environment, better than almond milk and like dairy because it uses less milk. Sorry, no, it uses less water. Wrong word there, but just easier to produce. And
You have to
It's all
respect
about the
that.
carbon footprint.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I was just reading this. It says, contrary to popular belief, Trader Joe's chocolate whole milk does not come from chocolate cows, and honestly, my day is ruined.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, it's sort of crazy how that happens.
I don't know how to feel.
Yeah, tough
Why do
one.
you say that out loud?
Yeah, you kind
People
of.
need to know.
It's sort of like Santa Claus, I'd
The
say.
truth
Like,
is out there.
yeah.
You just shattered the illusion. Oh my god, that hurt.
I'm gonna cry about this when the podcast is over.
Honest, can we just stop real quick? I just
Take
need
a moment of
Yeah.
silence for
All
Choccy.
right,
Why
it
would
was
you
a good
say
ride,
that?
boys. It was a good ride.
Woo!
It was a good
Don't be
ride.
ashamed to cry. Just let it out now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna try.
Can't unknow
It
that.
builds
It's sort of a
character.
bummer.
A
Yeah.
regular
It doesn't
cow?
say they don't
So
exist. It just
boring.
Mm-hmm.
it says we source from non-chocolate cows. So maybe they save the chocolate cows and just like keep them somewhere. Don't take it. Maybe
too
the
late.
milk is just too good.
There's no saving it. It's just keep going. Just
Mhm.
what are we talking about?
Yeah. It's sort of like, like Santa Claus, like when you're 10 or 11, your parents are like, yeah, Santa Claus ain't real. Like, we're thinking chocolate cows right now. And,
Santa
now.
Claus isn't real.
All
Wow,
right,
you
we're
can't
talking
pile
about
on.
we're talking about music today. We're talking about our our favorite albums. It's okay. We'll figure that out later. That's a later topic. We're gonna talk about music. Music's definitely something we listen to. Throughout our days. It's definitely a good thing, and we're gonna talk about. So we're just gonna talk about our favorite artists and albums. It's gonna be intense. You just gotta love it. What are we thinking?
I don't know. Does anybody want to kick off? Like, I mean, at least I know this summer I've been listening to a lot of Kanye, which topical person to be listening to right now.
Mhm.
But he has a lot of good old music. I've been listening to a bunch of his old albums. My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasies, the most recent one that I listened to. I liked it probably the most. And that's like, there are some good Kanye albums out there too.
Yeah, that one's
Graduation
good.
was really good. That was the first one I listened to, but it was a little more
Graduation.
poppy.
Late Registration and The College Dropout are classics.
I've listened to both of those. Those are really good too. Yeah, the guy like makes good music. I don't know. Most of my favorite songs on My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy are like 9 minutes long, so I can't listen to them, which is annoying.
Runaway. What other ones?
Yeah.
Red
Dude,
Dress.
I gotta look it up real quick.
Devil in the Red Dress is a good song, and that one's
Yeah,
like
that's what I was gonna
6.5
say.
minutes.
Honestly, I feel like a really underrated song of his was Ghost Town.
I was gonna say,
Ghost Town.
That's a good one. Like, I'll
That was
listen to
on
it like
Yay,
5
right?
times in a row.
Love that.
Love that one.
Respects.
Gotta respect it.
Mhm.
You'll have that. You'll have that.
You will have that sometimes.
I guess while Tyler's looking that up, I'll just say one of my favorite rap albums is 2014 Forest Hills Drive by J. Cole. Love J. Cole. I find that a lot of like shows and music that I really like, I listened to like early on. So it like shaped my preferences, and that was probably like a pretty early like artist and album that I listened to. So, it stays close to my heart.
Mm-hmm. J. Cole has some good ones. I'm just gonna say it.
Yeah.
No,
Sure.
I don't know. I listened to that album too. My siblings like are in love with it. Like I have, we listen to like discs in the car sometimes. You actually put like a CD like into the player on your car. They have that, and so I've listened to it on the CD before, and it's a good album. Yeah, it's got some classics. It's got some like I don't know, more chill songs. I'm not gonna lie. I wasn't sort of listening to like the conceptual stuff behind what he was saying. I wasn't really paying attention when I listened to it, but it's a good album. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What's it about?
Well, that was his childhood address, so I think a lot of it, there's a lot of songs about like growing up and stuff. It's like specifically Wet Dreams. That's a song we all know.
Wet Dreams is so good.
Him in like middle school or high school or something. I don't really know. And then A Tale of Two Cities, I'm assuming that has to do with like where he grew up and stuff. So I think it has to do with like coming up. No Role Models, pretty self-explanatory.
No Role Models.
I think it's about his like childhood, teenage years.
Mm-hmm. Fair enough. Yeah. All right. Was it Kristen? You listen to any good albums? I don't know if you listen to anything recently.
No, she doesn't
you
listen
like.
to any music.
No.
Yeah.
No music
We're
for
a
her.
podcast person, you know.
Yeah, CMG.
Yeah. I'm kind of like, I don't really listen to rap. A lot of music I listen to is like very old music. So like love the 70s, love the 80s. If it
Sounds
comes
like
to,
my dad. Shout out Todd.
shout out.
Todd.
Yeah. So like definitely love that kind of music, or just like alt and like indie if it's more like now. Harry Styles' new album that came out last winter.
That's a
beautiful.
good one. That's a
like
good one.
definitely already know he's gonna be my #1 listened to artist this year. Won't be ashamed of that. I'll be very proud of it. But also things like Arctic Monkeys, Vampire Weekend, like that kind of music is stuff I like to listen to, and that I've been listening to like a lot this summer. Yeah.
You'd have to respect it. You know what I mean?
Gotta respect it.
One thing I noticed with the Harry Styles album is it does have like 70s vibes to it.
Yeah,
Like was
he's
it like
definitely going
Candy
like
Moon
more.
or something.
That's my favorite song. That's the
a
best
good
song
one.
on the album. That and Cherry.
Cherry's great. I really like that song.
Yeah. But
Great music.
yeah.
I haven't listened to the album, but I'll put on like Watermelon Sugar for the campers at my work, and then I told my mom, and she was like, "You can't do that. It's inappropriate." And I'm like, "All songs are inappropriate if you read into it." I'm a huge fan of The Weeknd, and he has a song called "Can't Feel My Face," and he won a Kids' Choice Award for that song. It's about cocaine. Like, I don't know. The innuendos aren't important. What's important is that it's a good song, and I love
doesn't necessarily sound like a kid-friendly topic. You know what I mean?
It's not. No,
it's like the song.
I don't think so.
It's like the song Centerfold. Like, never put it together until like actually my mom was like, "You know what that's about?" I was like, "Interesting."
What's that?
Attention.
Blurred Line? No.
Blurred Lines is good.
No, not that song. What's it? Up All Night to Get Lucky.
Oh, Get Lucky.
By Daft Punk.
When I was 12,
Lucky.
my mom told me and my siblings that it was about gambling. And we they believed her at least, which I don't know. Like,
it sounds like a Kids Bop or something where they like take the lyrics and like make it appropriate for kids.
Yeah.
But even gambling's not appropriate, so I don't know what they would make it.
Oh my God. Have you heard the Kids Bop version of Lizzo? It's insane. It is insane. They made Truth Hurts Kids Bop, and the truth is it hurts my head.
Jesus Christ.
So I'm gonna listen to that later on. Definitely.
That's hilarious.
They're like 12-year-old, like high-pitched voices do not match, and they can't say like anything that she's saying. Like, it just doesn't work. But it's so funny.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I love it.
I forget Kids Bop is still a thing. Like,
yeah,
it's
surprising. I had like one. Yeah, I had one album growing up. I think that's it.
Just didn't do it. I bypassed it. Just wasn't vibing with it, I'd say. But a few people that I definitely vibe with is Easily Tiny Meat Gang. Little Cody Co, Noel Miller, the boys.
Our inspiration.
Definitely our inspiration here. They slap. They just do. Yeah, these are two YouTubers, just two homies basically, and they make great music, and it's like very interesting topics. Like, one of my first favorites from them is No Flex, and I don't even know how to describe it. Like the lyrics and whatnot. It's just like they like are flexing about the stuff that's like clearly not a flex.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's just awesome. And then my favorite is Broke Bitch. Like, it's just very relatable lyrics. They just sound like the average Joe, but they like the quality of everything is like next level. Like, honestly,
they're good at it.
For YouTube video, like for YouTubers, their Broke Bitch music video was next level. It was unreal.
Also, Short King Anthem.
Short King Anthem, Walkman, Club Poor. Club Poor is very good. They don't come out with bad songs. They don't come out with bad content in general. So it's just, I say, I know I have like 2 words that I like go through, and I don't say anything else, but you just have to respect it.
Mhm.
That you actually do just have to respect.
Yeah, you sort of do. They're vibing. They're living the life.
Never listened to any of them.
That's okay. You know, that gives you the opportunity to go back out there and, you know, listen to it, and then you get some vibes.
Do you know who Cody
Yeah.
Ko is?
Yeah, I do.
That's who
Okay.
we're talking about.
Yeah.
Cody Ko's music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, Noel, he
Well,
who's the other half, who's funnier in my opinion. He's like some at the end of his videos, he'll have like just a couple verses. It's not like a real song. Actually, one of them kind of was, and it's like good. He's so like, he's probably insanely smart, and he's just so creative, and his flow, and he's like a rapper's voice. It's just like
yeah,
natural.
true.
There's one video where he like just like makes a song with his friend Spock, who like makes a beat, and then he like makes a song, and it's bang
It's bangers. So good.
good.
I think they're equally funny.
I was gonna say it's funny. Okay, that's a whole other thing. I think Noel has better. It's an opinion.
I think he's
thing.
better at music. I'll say that.
Yeah, he is.
But they're both
But
very good.
what I was gonna say was that it's like meme music. You know what I mean? Like they're joking the whole time. They're flexing how short they are and how they can't buy girls drinks at the club because it costs too much. Like that's that's a ridiculous premise for a rap song, but they're doing it anyway.
Because like we've all been in that scenario too. That's the thing.
It's like the genre that was inspired by Little Dicky. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, but of course they're also like trying because you know it's fun and they're like low key kind of talented, like you were saying, like y'all were saying, you know. So they get to mix it up, do a little bit of both, make songs with Black Bear.
Oh yeah, Black Bear. Black Bear's good. Wait, Tyler, we were supposed to we went to a Black Bear and Kygo concert, but I think we either got there. No, we didn't get there too late. Just Black Bear never showed up.
Black Bear just didn't come.
Yeah, tough day for Black Bear. Didn't want to
see. On that note, I'm honestly a huge Kygo fan, so I did not care.
He has good songs.
Thank you. One of my like top 3 artists. If you're not big in music, everybody knows that song with Selena Gomez, "It Ain't Me," which was on the radio like 3 years ago. But I like everything else he makes. It doesn't matter. He has a new album from 2020 that is fantastic. A bunch of old pop songs. Like I don't know.
I think my favorite song from him is definitely like "Stole the Show." Like when it first came out, like that was like that and Firestone were his like first 2 songs that were really big. That was really good. But there's also like he like remixed "Take on Me" by Aha and made it like really tropical. That sounds really cool. Yeah.
Respect.
10 recommend.
Is it Kygo's first big 2 songs were also remixes. That's kind of perfect. It was a remix of a Weekend song. I think it was what was it? What's the Often. So there's Often, the Kygo remix, and then Sexual Healing with Marvin Gaye, the Weekend remix, are both amazing. They're a little long, but they're really, really good. And those are like his 2 big like first songs. So if you really want to know where he came from, it's like that. But he's gotten so much better at like making his songs kind of like poppy over the years. And just he peaked so hard in 2017 with Kids in Love is a great album. The Stargazing EP with all the pop songs on it. It's just I love Kygo. I love Kygo.
That's awesome. I'm also not embarrassed by this at all. Beyonce, Single Ladies slaps. Like it's just that simple.
Slap.
It does slap. Come on. Not embarrassed. You know,
also Halo. Beyonce's Halo.
Oh yeah. Beyonce is just good.
My roommate loves Beyonce. I'm pretty sure. He told me that.
I feel like it's hard to not like her.
How could you? You could be indifferent, but why even hate on her?
Yeah, you can't
Queen
dislike
Bey.
She's got to be like one of the greatest of all time. I'd say definitely in the running. Another. It's Will's turn. It's Will's turn.
I was just gonna say that Frank Ocean, very popular.
Frank Ocean.
Like Blonde. It's just a great album. I don't know. Again, that one is one where like I listened to that a while ago, and it just like part of why I love it is because of remembering the time when I listened to it. Like Self Control is my favorite song. Period.
It's a good one.
It's a good album. Great album.
Respect.
When do you guys listen to music the most? When do you guys listen to music usually? Like in your like daily routine?
definitely in the car or when I'm doing work.
Yeah. Or if I'm eating by myself, like between classes.
Ooh, yeah, that's a good one.
When I get ready, it's like, when I say it, especially like this summer, I was home alone, so I just like blasted it in my house. So
That's tough.
definitely, yeah, fun
Bummer.
times. Another really great band, Imagine Dragons.
Oh yeah. Heard
First
him.
concert I went to, Radioactive, was insane. They like brought out these like huge drums, and they were just like did a ton of improv just like with the drums and everything. That was really cool. Yeah.
We love a
Bands
good
live
performance.
are nice.
What?
I was gonna say bands live are really cool.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that's good.
I feel like what is it, certain artists like that, just like people who are actually talented and not people are just like, you know, kind of talented and then they can make their way through the music industry with like producers and like auto-tune and stuff. Like concerts are when you know, like you actually know if they're talented or not. If somebody's good live and they can perform and they're good at music, but also they can like put on a show for you, that's when it's like awesome. Like I love it when, like you said, like they were drumming. I went to another concert. I really like this EDM artist, Odessa, and they did something super similar. They had like 10 different guys like synchronized drumming, and it was one of the coolest effects, like Blue Man Group almost. You know, you see when they bang it. It was like it basically is talented that, but it was also the music was really good and the performance was amazing. Not quite the same, obviously, the band and an EDM artist, but like you know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Also, another great band is Queen. I
Oh,
think
Queen.
they're like my number one, like definitely number one. Like probably saddest thing in my life is the fact that I'll never see Freddie Mercury live.
Yeah.
Feel bad.
Queen's good though, definitely.
Love Bohemian Rhapsody. Love that movie.
You can't beat that. I think it's very hard to beat that. Just gotta love it.
Definitely gotta love it.
Does anybody actually know what Bohemian Rhapsody is about? Like the
song? Nope. I don't
they
know
never
what
really
anything's
gave
about.
it away. Like the meaning of the song, like they just never really. Because I think they say that's Freddie Mercury who's the only one that knows the meaning of it, but like.
Oh, because he wrote the lyrics. Interesting.
It probably is meaning, definitely. It's just we don't know what it is. Yeah.
I think the lyrics are random. I think he's just messing on us.
He's just messing with it.
You're just spamming the chat.
Which is all right.
Hey, he can do that. He earned it.
He did earn it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And their music is so good, and they like all sing as well, which is crazy. But it's just Freddie Mercury that everyone knows. Like in several albums, it's not even like Freddie that's singing the song. There's like one with Brian May sings, who's like the guitarist, and like a couple with like Roger Taylor where he's just singing. And it's like kind of crazy because like you think that like Freddie Mercury for his voice, and then like he's a background singer in those songs. It's just like, wait a second, that's kind of cool.
It's like the best song that he didn't sing. What's the best not Freddie Mercury song?
39. It's in the same album as Bohemian Rhapsody, but that song is like has a really weird meaning as well. Like it's about this guy being abducted by aliens or something like that and going out of space, and then he comes back like 50 years later, not aged at all, and everything in the world has like changed. But that's what it's about. Brian May, who sings it, studied astrophysics, so that makes a lot of sense. But yeah, he has a PhD in it. Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Unreal.
Pretty intense.
Exactly.
I love it. I love looking at Spotify. Okay, I'm on Spotify right now. I'm looking at the music that we're talking about, and there are a lot of like old bands, that like are super popular that have like 100, like, like 1 million like streams on Spotify only, even though they're like the biggest songs of their time. That just doesn't apply to Queen because they're so big. It's like Bohemian Rhapsody still has 1.2 billion. Don't Stop Me Now has 900 million streams. Like all their biggest songs, like everybody listens to this music all the time because it's so good and it's timeless. It like hasn't aged.
I will say
it has aged incredibly well.
Yeah. Don't Stop Me Now made me love them. Like that was the first song I heard, and I was like, wow, this is good.
I really like Fat Bottom Girls. I think that's an underappreciated song. My dad played that once because, like, he grew up with that. I was like,
I think he did too.
thick.
Yeah.
My dad would play that stuff sometimes. I just remember like whenever I was in the car with my dad, he would always be playing like something rock, like something 70s or 80s that I just did not care about at the time, and he'd always ask me, "Hey, who plays this? Who's this album by?" I'm like, "Dad, I don't know." And it would like half the time would always be Boston, the band, and then like half the time be something else. I'm just like, I got tired of it at a certain point, but you just have to respect it.
I do that with the kids sometimes. I work at a camp. I was a camp counselor, and I'll like it's so much fun seeing if I'll like put on like an old 70s song, and I'll like see if the kids can guess it. And like of course there's always one kid who actually knows, and it's really weird. Like now I think now like a lot of the older kids, because they have Spotify and everything, they can listen to all of it, so they like know all the stuff at this point. But the younger kids, it's like which one has that one dad that forces them to listen to the Steve Miller Band? Like
One of my favorite, like one of the songs I play on repeat all the time is Steve Miller. I forgot the name. That's like a really common one.
The Joker.
No, where he's like, I went from Phoenix, Arizona, all the way to Tacoma. Rockin' Me.
Yeah, that's a good song.
It's a good one.
Mm-hmm. They have 3 songs that I listen to. It's The Joker, Rockin' Me, and the one where they robbed the bank. What's it called? There's a song about robbing a bank. Oh shoot! Now this is gonna bug me forever. Steve's. So I'm literally looking this up. I don't care.
Tough day for Tyler.
Take the money and run. Go on, take the money and run. I won't sing too much. I don't want to get copyrighted claims because
it's fine. We're not good enough. It's not accurate.
You're not using the actual sound of it, so I think you're good.
Yeah, it's a cover.
But, yeah, good band. That's when I think of like old bands that my parents listen to. I think of this band specifically. I don't know, how was it? If you guys could see anybody live, like any band or like rapper or DJ, who would your choice be, dead or alive? Honestly, go for it.
I would say Frank Ocean, just because for one, he hardly ever performs live, so it'd be a very exclusive experience, and he's just really good.
Fair.
I'd say Childish Gambino.
That's a good
My
one.
favorite song of all time is "The Worst Guys" by Childish Gambino. I'd like to see that. I'd also see Logic again. Logic's one of my favorites, and Chalky Milk Gang we went over to a little Boston Calling last summer, and we got to see Logic and Travis Scott. I think it was.
Yeah, those are the big ones.
Those are the big ones. It was a brilliant day. A little music, definitely.
Music.
It was exciting.
Buster Scher, what's up?
Buster, what's up? Buster features special guest, Little Hoops Nation. Talk a little bit about the Knicks. Now they can't win more than like 5 games.
And they can't get higher than like the 6th pick.
That's kind of a bummer on them. Tough one. Topic for another day.
Funny. Yeah, Kirsten, what about you?
Hoops Nation.
Like I said before, I feel like Queen would be really cool.
Queen. Yeah.
Honestly, like I said, Harry Styles, like I feel like he like has a really good concert. Turns out he like performs songs that are not even on his albums and stuff that he like wrote. So that's like kind of cool experience. One Direction, of course, going off of Harry Styles. I was that girl in middle school. And there was one more, but I forgot which one I was gonna say. But definitely gonna come back to me. Oh, Green Day. I feel like Green Day would be really cool.
That's a good one.
Because I feel like they're one of those bands, at least, like, a ton of their songs, even though, like, you don't hear about them a lot. Like, but, like, just looking back at, like, being a kid, just, like, American Idiot, Basket Case. Like.
That Boulevard song, theirs, or?
Yeah. Boulevard of Broken Dreams.
That's the one.
Yeah.
I love it. Really cool. I love it so much when an artist does a good cover. Like, I don't care if it's not their song, if it's their song or not. You got to at least do like one cover, and it just if it fits the vibe, then it's just so nice. Like, I look it up on YouTube all the time just to re-listen to it. But Rex Orange County, I'm assuming most of y'all know who he is.
Yeah,
I went to a concert and I saw him do a cover of what's that Alicia Keys song, No One?
Oh,
What is
no
it?
one.
No one. And it is so good. It like fits his like kind of like accented, not raspy, but like like
The indie
stylized voice. It
Yeah.
works so well. Oh my God.
I'm
It's
gonna
just
look that up later.
I wouldn't like. There was a certain point in time after listening to that, I was like, no, like it sounds better as a Rex Orange County song than it does as an Alicia Keys song, because he was playing it acoustic and just so good, so good.
Another
Speaking of
really
it,
good cover. Is like Arctic Monkeys covering "Come Together" by the Beatles. That's a good one. They performed that for like the 2012 Olympics
oh,
in London, and it was really good.
That sounds amazing. I would love to see that. So that's like a perfect fit. You're totally right.
Yeah.
I was gonna say another acoustic song. Speaking of acoustic, that I love and like always come back to is Sam Smith "Latch," but the acoustic version. It's just so beautiful, and he has such a good voice.
Oh yeah. Well, now I'm looking that one up too. I like
One
it
of my
how
favorites.
we're talking about a lot of these artists. A lot of them are poppy. They're on the radio. That's
Yeah.
one thing. Especially I think about like Sam Smith and like Arctic Monkeys. But like there's actually this maybe applies less to Arctic Monkeys, but with big artists that are on the radio that are popular, you rarely like dive any deeper into their music because you're so used to hearing it like over and over and over and then hating it after a while, even though they're all good songs. You don't like give them a shot. And that I feel like that also really applies to Imagine Dragons as well. You said you really liked them earlier. Like there's a lot of these, like the reason they're so good is because all of their music is amazing. And just because you listen to that one song and you hate it doesn't mean they make bad music. I go back and like listen to like Sam Smith and stuff, and oh my God, so talented. So talented. And I'm sure
I was gonna say like his album, like there's like when you look into artists like albums versus just like their popular singles, you really do get like a whole nother taste of like their style and stuff. Like his last album, I think it's called Thrill of It All. I like listened to the whole thing, and it's so different than the songs that come up on the radio, even though they're from that album. Just listening to like all of it, it's very good.
Sounds good.
I also feel like the best songs in the album are the ones that are not like overplayed on the radio. Like,
for sure,
always the best songs are the ones that are not overplayed. But also another good cover, kind of going back to that. Sorry, Basket Case. Bastille performed it, and it's really good. You actually understand the lyrics more as well, so definitely easier to understand.
What song?
Basket Case, like by Green Day.
Huh, I've never heard that song before. Okay. What is it? I mean, I don't know. It's also like I was saying before, like the song and the band kind of have the same vibe for the cover to really work. I'm not too familiar with like the vibe of what was it, Basket Case too much, and I don't even listen to Bastille, so I can't say anything on it. But that's what really makes it. And if it's like if they fit well, then feel like together, then I mean I don't know. You can say it. You can talk about it, but
I don't know. It's just like they're two actually like pretty different bands because like I feel like Bastille is more like indie-ish, while like Green Day is more like pop punk. So and it's just like it just goes really well. Like it's something that you never really saw coming, and but all I can really say. But
yeah, I don't know. I sort of got ghosted. Like I feel like we had a good episode here.
Good conversation. Any final music thoughts?
Yeah, music's definitely like a good thing. So just happy to be here. Well, hey, you know what? It was an absolute pleasure. What an episode. As I said earlier, a little 94 subs right now. But hey, guess what? That's like a few away from 1,000. So I'd say, if you're watching and you haven't hit the subscribe button, I'd say, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
What are we doing out here just like as a program? So I'd say, subscribe, like, do all the fun things that fun people do. And you know what? Drink chocolate milk. Like that's the big thing. Don't drink strawberry milk. Don't have Fairlife. Just not good vibes. But yeah, it was a pleasure.
Just real quick, people were dropping chalky milk recommendations in the last video.
Yeah.
We saw them. We're hyped to get in on it. Keep them coming. Keep them coming.
Keep 'em
We
coming.
want more. We want more. We're gonna start responding, getting more of them on the show. We're gonna get more of them on the show. Because we already got Chima bringing some in.
Send chocolate milk over too. You know, it was a pleasure reviewing this. Shout out to everybody. You know, shout out to all of our fans. Shout out to just everybody. You know what I mean?
So, you know, like this video if you want to see more, or if you don't like it anyway.
Yeah,
comment
just do it.
Chalky milks you want us to try, ideas or topics you want us to talk about, and let us know if you're drinking along with us. Share and subscribe. Road to 1,000. We're almost there.
Yeah, almost
100
there.
subscriber special will come out if we get 100 subscribers. Yeah, thanks for having us.
And thank you, Kirsten, for coming on. Do you have anything else to say here?
Honestly, just subscribe. Tell your boss, tell your coworkers, tell your friends, your roommates. Like, been there, done that, and look at you guys now.
Yeah, look at us.
Close to 100.
Mm-hmm.
We appreciate it.
Tell your
mom. Tell your dad.
Tell your mom. Tell her like soccer mom, like her friend's soccer moms. You know, just really spread the word.
Yeah. Well, hey, you know what? Till next time. See ya.